Diddy is back in the headlines, and this time his legal team is coming out swinging with bold claims that could completely shift the narrative surrounding the allegations against him. Prosecutors have accused him of orchestrating disturbing acts, but his attorneys argue there's video evidence that tells a very different story. Could this new development clear his name? Let's break it down. Diddy's lawyers are accusing the prosecution of presenting a biased and outdated narrative, portraying women as helpless victims who can't make their own decisions. In a letter to the Manhattan federal judge, the legal team revealed that they've reviewed the footage central to the case. According to them, the videos don't show any trafficking or coercion. Instead, they claim the interactions involved consenting adults, with no evidence of manipulation or foul play. Going further, they called out the prosecution's approach as flawed and misleading, describing the allegations as unfounded. It's a bold stance, especially given the gravity of the accusations. If the evidence supports their claims, it could be a game changer in this high-profile case. Prosecutors have painted a dark picture of Diddy, alleging he orchestrated elaborate sessions where women were forced into compromising situations. However, his defense team sees things very differently. According to them, these were private moments between consenting adults in a long-term relationship. No hidden cameras, no minors, and no illegal activity. Diddy's attorneys argue that the videos central to the case contradict the prosecution's chaotic narrative. They claim there's no evidence of incapacitation, excessive substance use, or coercion. Instead, the footage allegedly depicts consensual interactions, far from the troubling scenario described in court. At the heart of these allegations is Victim 1, widely believed to be Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend of 10 years. Cassie has not addressed the recent developments publicly, but her relationship with Diddy has long been under scrutiny. Diddy's lawyers assert that the videos show Cassie as a willing participant, actively engaged in the events, refuting claims of mistreatment or coercion.
Meanwhile, the prosecution is pushing back, working to keep some of the defense's arguments out of the public eye.
Y'all, Sean Diddy Combs is back at it again in these headlines, and this time his legal team is coming out swinging with claims that could flip the whole narrative surrounding the allegations against him. Prosecutors have accused Diddy of orchestrating disturbing FOs, but his attorneys are now saying that there's video evidence that proves otherwise. Could this new angle clear his name? Let's dive into what's really going on here. Well, Diddy's lawyers are not holding back, because in a letter sent to the Manhattan federal judge, they claim to have reviewed the footage at the heart of the case, and their takeaway? Well, it's not what the prosecution is making it out to be, allegedly. According to them, the videos don't show any trafficking or coercion. Instead, they argue that what went down was between consenting adults, and there's no sign of anyone.
Diddy's team of spinning the narrative to protect his reputation. However, Diddy's attorneys remain firm, insisting that the evidence exonerates him, and that the case is built on assumptions rather than facts. They argue this is about consensual adult relationships, not criminal behavior. Yeah, but in statement, Cassie said, "I have decided to resolve this matter amicably, on terms that I have some level of control. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." Meanwhile, Diddy denied all allegations, but wished Cassie and her family well. While Cassie's team framed the settlement as a win for her courage in coming forward, Diddy's legal team accused her of trying to extort him. According to his lawyers, Cassie had allegedly demanded $30 million over 6 months, threatening to release a tell-all book about the relationship. They claimed she used the lawsuit as a tactic to tarnish his reputation and secure a payday. Cassie's lawyer, however, refuted these claims, stating that she rejected Diddy's alleged offers of 8 figures to keep quiet. Instead, she filed the lawsuit to give a voice to women suffering in silence. Well, despite the 2023 settlement of Cassie's lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, new allegations have surfaced suggesting that Cassie may have willingly participated in some of these infamous FOs. And according to claims, Diddy allegedly paid ex-workers to engage in encounters with Cassie, often orchestrating scenarios down to the smallest details. One shocking allegation suggests that Diddy instructed Cassie to wear white nail polish to create a stark contrast with the darker skin tones of the men involved. Not only has Diddy ruined many R&B hip-hop playlists that so many of us grew up with, he has ruined the love for a good white nail polish manum, and these claims have left it some to question Cassie's silence throughout her years with Diddy. Critics argue that her decision to remain quiet for so long could suggest that she was at least to some extent a willing participant. Allegedly, Cassie may have been buying her time and collecting what could be presented as evidence. Later, this theory, though, opposes that her patience was strategic, ensuring that when she eventually spoke out, the resulting settlements or lawsuit would yield to significant financial gain. But what's also raising some eyebrows in this timeline surrounding Cassie's split from Diddy is that shortly after their breakup, Young Miami, another woman linked to Diddy, reportedly started receiving $300,000 per month while dating him. And according to insider sources, Cassie allegedly received a similar arrangement during her time with Diddy. So you're saying that she's predator, no different than Nicki Minaj. She likes that. That turns her on. It's been claimed that there's Finial support wasn't just a gesture of generosity, but a calculated payment to ensure Cassie kept quiet about all the things that went down. And if true, it adds a new layer to the narrative. Was the monthly payment another tool of control, or was it simply hush money to protect Dee's reputation? This legal battle stems from Cassie's 2023 lawsuit, in which she accused Diddy of years of mistreatment during their decade-long relationship. The suit alleged a disturbing pattern of behavior, including introducing her to a substance-fueled lifestyle, physical and emotional abuse, and coercion into intimate acts with other men, some of which were filmed with Diddy's participation. Cassie also described violent outbursts and claimed Diddy forced his way into her home and sexually assaulted her when she tried to leave him in 2018. Despite the serious nature of the allegations, the lawsuit didn't remain in the public eye for long. Just one day after filing, both parties announced a settlement, describing it as amicable, though no details of the agreement were disclosed. Diddy's attorneys feel like, Pup was a really, really good person to me. I feel like he came and he helped me, and, he elevated me well. Diddy Cole's legal troubles have years of accusations.
Diddy in the current case. This has led many to question how much of Adi's claims might have been true, even if it was initially disregarded as the ramblings of a man caught in his own legal troubles. The fallout from Cassie's allegations against Diddy didn't stop with him, though. According to sources, her initial lawsuit, originally 60 pages before being narrowed down to 35, allegedly implicated none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce. The unedited sections reportedly described instances where J and B were witnesses to some of Diddy's behavior, specifically an incident where Cassie claimed Diddy struck her during a party. Reportedly, Beyonce was furious after witnessing Diddy's actions. When Cassie fled upstairs to compose herself, Diddy's security initially found her and brought her